Hello, I'm Andy, and I'm going to read to you a program called Tarot Your Love Story for February 2019. And this is for you coming from Sagittarius. So the first card that I'm going to pull, before that I'd like to give you my email address, which is andyhoro9, ANDIHORO, the number 9 at gmail.com. andyhoro9, ANDIHORO9 at gmail.com. This card that I've pulled is to represent your first 15 days in February, and I'm going to talk to you about your area of new romance. It says if you do find a new romance in the first 15 days of February, be very careful. It comes loaded with bad news or bad character or bad habits or some kind of badness. So you cannot afford to entertain this new romance too quickly. Take your time, study this person. It's a difficult one for you. You coming from Sagittarius. Now about your ongoing romance, which you may have. Again, this card is not good. It shows all kinds of differences are going to be cropping up with the romance you have. So if you want to save it, don't try to be the opposer or the person who creates a lack of harmony. Try to back off from any issues that you feel may provide no answers. So difficulty arises in your ongoing romance as well. You'll have to negotiate very, very gently in these first 15 days of January. Yes, it can be broken up, I can tell you. Now this card that I pull will be to do with your marriage, and it's a much better card in the sense that although past instances are being brought up to create differences in marriage, so you don't want to be the person bringing it up, and if it's your marriage partner bringing it up, tell yourself to just be flexible, negotiable, and try to back off. It's only 15 days after all. So it's a card that can instill a lack of harmony and produce ongoing differences in your marriage as well. Now I'm going to talk to you about your last 13 days of February, you coming from Sagittarius. And let's see what happens. Well, it's a much, much better card. It's a card that says the repair period. I'm going to talk to you about a new romance. You need to have a repair period in this last 13 days of February if you find a new romance in these last 13 days of February. The repair could be because there is a lack of understanding. So when you find a romance in these last 13 days, things can go wrong very quickly. But it's a card that says solutions can be found as well. And it's also a card talking about across the seas and journeys. So you may find somebody from another country or somebody of another race who may be very interested in you for a romance in this last 13 days, a new romance. Now what about a romance that you may have? How is that going to go? And it's going to go very well. This card says it's going to go very well. Yes, there is a tendency of somebody having to be very flexible and negotiable. So since it's you listening to me, why don't you be flexible and negotiable, and you will have a wonderful 13 days with your ongoing romance partner. Now about your marriage, if you are married, for the last 13 days, and let's see what the card says, you coming from Sagittarius. And it's a good card. It says honesty and love is being shown to you, and so you must also return the showing of love and honesty. And it's a card that says little bits of disagreements may be seen, but your last 13 days can patch up what happened in the not good in the earlier 15 days and can produce a lot of good harmony. So a lot of good things happening for you where your marriage is concerned in the last 13 days. Now I want to talk to you about your lucky ages. There will be some people of these lucky ages who are going to be very lucky in romance or marriage. And these persons from lucky ages, you coming from Sagittarius, looking at this signs of planets and zodiac signs. That's why I like to use Kabbalistic cards. All this is there. I would say that if you happen to be the ages of 18 or 27 or 36 or 45 or 54 or 63 or 72, you're going to be one very lucky person, whether in romance, new one or ongoing, or in marriage areas. If you're not of these ages, you'll need to have a 90-minute session with me. And during these 90 minutes, I'll have your date of birth, time of birth, and look at your palms. And I'll tackle your next 7, 8, or 9 years in all areas of your life, not only love story, but all areas. We'll talk more about that later. Now I want to talk to you about your lucky colors. Every of the 9 planets that looks after people on earth, they are in charge of all different colors. So for you coming from Sagittarius, I would say that for the month of February, wear plenty of red, and you will attract and be inspired to say the right thing and do the right thing, whether to help find a romance, to help your ongoing romance, or to help your marriage. So plenty of good news coming for that, if you wear red. Now about your lucky direction. Well, 9 planets surround Earth. When we look north, south, east or west, we are going to face some planet or another. So for the month of February, I would say, for you coming from Sagittarius, try to face, I would favor north. Try to face north and you'll be inspired to say and do the right things in areas of romance or marriage, and also radiate the energy of togetherness and happiness. Now about a zodiac sign that could cause you trouble. Who could that zodiac sign be? Let's see what the card says. And looking at this card and looking at all these zodiac signs, I would say that somebody from Taurus is going to cause you a lot of mischief and trouble, whether in new romance, ongoing romance or marriage. If your marriage partner or your existing romance partner is from Taurus, you'll have to be very careful how you deal with everything. If you find a new romance partner from Taurus, tell yourself it's coming with a lot of complications. So overall, in any area, you'll have to be very flexible for the whole month of February. Now about who you can form attachment to, you coming from Sagittarius, for the month of February, who you can form attachment to, who will make you very happy. And I would say this person comes from Libra. So somebody from Libra is going to make you very happy in this month of February. Could it be your marriage partner who is maybe from Libra, or your ongoing romantic partner, or a new romance? And whoever you meet from Libra is going to be of very exceptional help in your area of love story. So look forward to that. Well, that's the news I have for you. I have this 90-minute session that will tackle your next 7, 8 or 9 years. That's going to be based on your date of birth, time of birth, and looking at your palms. I will tackle all areas of your life, your job, your business, finances, your health, and of course your love story. And with all this, I'll make you a person who is able to control your next 7, 8 or 9 years. I'll give you your lucky lottery numbers, your lucky colors, your lucky gemstones, your lucky directions, your lucky days, a lot of information so that you can be in charge of everything. Well, I look forward to having an email from you so that we can then talk about this 90-minute session. Until then, thank you and good luck.